Back Market claim that they are a platform to allow you to purchase refurbished tech, which is not only better for the environment since it's not a brand new piece of tech, but importantly, it's also good for your wallet. So let's take a look at Back Market, see if we can get some good deals first of all. And second of all, is this really the best spot to buy your refurbished tech? Or are we going to give you a PSA on why it's a scam like most of the rest of these sites? So a global marketplace for reborn tech. It's premium refurbished tech. So let's keep that phrase in mind. Premium refurbished tech. They do have a wide variety of things to do. So we've got good deals. iPhone, Samsung Galaxy, MacBook, AirPods, video game consoles, iMac, Windows laptops. I mean, it looks like pretty much everything. And we also have the most wanted. So we've got ourselves MacBooks, PS5s, Lightnings, iPhones with brand new battery. Actually, that's something interesting. So this is an iPhone 12 with a brand new battery. They're very clear that it is a brand new battery. So with this, it's verified refurbished, which means that it is refurbishing that you can trust. Just 1 out of 3 sellers applied to sell on Back Market make the cut. So the way I understand it, Back Market is a marketplace. So not all items that you purchase from Back Market are coming from that actual company. So there are other companies who refurbish, but they do say that it's guaranteed by a minimum 25-point inspection by industry professionals and receives a 1-year warranty. Okay, the 1-year warranty is a big deal. Most refurbished pieces of tech come with like a 30-day return policy. You know, there's very little, if any, warranty attached. I'm certainly willing to pay more if I get myself a 1-year warranty. So that's good. We also have a very clear breakdown of the condition. So fair is $381, good is $399, and excellent is $410. So if I buy fair, it's some slight scratches or dents. Good is a few faint signs of wear, but not noticeable more than 20 inches away. Excellent is like new, no scratches visible from 8 inches away. Time to get the ruler out and take a look to see how good these things are. So for $349, I can get myself a Surface Pro 6, which does appear to come with a keyboard, right? And it's in the photo, it says QWERTY. Man, this is the one area where their communication is not super clear. Do we gamble? Do we try to get the Surface and hope it comes with a keyboard? Let's do it. Ha, you know what? This one actually would be cool. The 4th gen iPod Touch. So I bought an iPod Touch 4th gen for the channel back in like 2010, but I didn't have the money for it. So I borrowed like $200 from my dad, bought the iPod at Walmart. I'm not even gonna exaggerate. I think I made like 12 videos on this thing in 24 hours and then returned it. You know, maybe it's time for me to buy an iPod Touch 4th gen and not return it this time. Maybe that's a good idea. Ooh, maybe we pick up a couple of used consoles as well, because this would be a direct DK Oldies competitor. $70 for a fair condition Game Boy or $100 for good. That's definitely better than some of the player packs that DK Oldies sell. I think I've got everything I need to place a substantial order at Back Market. Let's see exactly how clean and how refurbished these items really are. Okay, my friends, Back Market has delivered all my items except for one. So I did also, in addition to these, order an iPod Touch 4th generation, which that order was canceled, although I did get a refund and they just said, hey, they were out of stock. So fair enough. I will give Back Market some props. We ordered all this stuff last week. Every single item showed up, I think within 6 days. So shipping was pretty quick. In fact, 2 items showed up the next day, like less than 24 hours later. Oh, our Razer Kishi. As with pretty much all refurbished sites, they're gonna give you a quality level to expect. This is excellent, the only excellent condition item that I have. So I'm curious to see how really excellent it is. I personally am actually a big fan of buying a controller for your phone. I just don't love using touch controls for most titles. This allows me to, I mean, you can play cloud games, but also you can play local stuff. And the downsides here are pretty minimal in comparison to the amount of money that you're saving. The controller, I will immediately say, feels quite nice. It's a little bit wide, but it's not too bad. All right, are we gonna go flat up Eau Rouge, Ken? Are we going flat?
You gonna go flat on Eau Rouge?
A regular 911? Ah, no! What? No one else went flat! Why didn't anyone else go flat? Oh, okay. All right. You know what? I think that this controller is great, and I think that everyone needs to learn how to take it flat in a regular road car.
You can get a V2, Kishi V2 refurbished from Amazon, $65.
I would still say my $25, honestly. Because like, the thing is, for a controller, I don't really care about a lot of the bells and whistles. I just want a physical set of controls that I can plug into my phone and it just works. And that is exactly what I've got here. And honestly, I care more about saving the money than getting a slightly nicer experience. I'm actually happy with this. Let's move on to our next one. I think I might know what this one is based on the size and shape, but let's investigate.
That looks like a bicycle.
Excuse me? Our Surface. Okay, so if I've got the keyboard, I'll be mostly happy. If I don't have the keyboard, very much not. So I spent $350 on this, and it is in fair condition, and there's a keyboard. Hey, okay. All right, well that's just everything. Nicely padded, I will say. What is this? Do you see this? It's like got indents on the back. Wait. Oh, this is not the actual Surface. It's a skin. It's a silver skin to go over how it was scuffed. But I'm actually okay with them doing this because if I'm refurbishing something and it comes in scuffed, it's not like I want to get rid of it if it's functional, but also most people aren't going to want to buy something which has been, scratched up a bunch. So if I can just slap a skin on it and call it a day, that's actually that's reasonable. Like I'm okay with that.
That's a B brand.
B brand? I will say, this Alcantara, it's definitely seen better days. It's a little scuffed, although a lot of this is just remnants from the box, I think. It's definitely been well used, but honestly, it is clean enough.
Alcantara is one of those ones. I don't think I could ever get a used Alcantara because the sweat and
the amount of thighs that this is sat on.
Austin.
Just soaking up them thighs.
Yeah,
let's take a look on the inside, shall we? Again, keep in mind, fair condition, so some scratches, but oh no, that's really good. Wow, that's a damn clean screen. Yo, is back market good? Look, I had good vibes from the jump with back market. The website was pretty well designed. They had good information on products. Shipping was fast. Pricing was a little bit expensive, but not hugely so. I'm willing to pay a premium if I get slightly nicer items instead of the crapshoot that it normally is. This looks like it's in good shape. Let me fire it up and see. Let's not get too excited, but this looks good. Okay, so we got Windows 10 and it has been wiped. Now let me take, oh no, that screen's super jacked up. You see that? So I see a big white dot there, which is not coming off, and a couple white dots here and white dots here.
Whoa.
It's also it's flickering.
Yeah.
So I don't think the battery's dead, to be fair, but I moved it a little bit and the Surface connector started flickering and it restarted. I'm just gonna have to admit to myself at some point that refurbished tech is bad and that no one should ever buy it. We're gonna disconnect the keyboard. The screen don't work. It just does not. There's no touch ability for this whatsoever. This is not okay. The dead pixels by themselves, thumbs down. But the fact that the touchscreen does not work on a Surface, massive L. I am going to return this, go through the customer service, and I will see you on the other side on whether or not they fix it or whether or not I'm gonna just deeply regret my life decisions like usual. So I did go through the process of returning the Surface. So to give back market a little bit of credit, it was pretty straightforward. It took me a minute online to file the return request. They gave me a prepaid label. They also offered if I wanted to jump on a video call to troubleshoot the issue, but a dead touchscreen with burned out pixels was not something that could be solved via a video call. A few days later, I got an email saying, hey, we were unable to fix the Surface. We're gonna give you a full refund, and that was that. So I don't want to give them huge props for doing the sort of bare minimum when it comes to returning a broken item that shouldn't have gotten in the first place. But if there's any positive takeaway, I'll say that back market did make the process fairly straightforward. It's hard to ask for much more, besides sending me a Surface that worked out of the box. But next up, what do we have here? Surely something that works flawlessly, right? Oh. Found an Xbox. It's just chilling. Okay. So this is in fair condition. Oh, good Lord. Okay, come on. Okay. Dude, I forget how heavy Xbox Series X. Oh God, that's fair. That's fairly fair. The weird thing is, I don't know why the top. Oh, no, it is. No, I know. Someone put it like this and they put controllers and stuff on top of it. That's why this part's all scuffed. I think that's what happened. The front is actually decent. I would say if this works, you can either just not care, because keep in mind that we got this for $430. So a pretty decent discount over a brand new Series X. If this really bothers you, I would consider maybe getting either a D brand or one of the Xbox little shells. But let's be honest, it's a black console. I'm gonna stick it under my TV. I don't really care that much. So not great, but if it functions, it's not the end of the world. And well, that is a controller.
On Amazon right now,
Yep.
you can get a renewed Series X
But it's Amazon renewed.
for $399.
What? Oh. If I'm getting higher quality, like better tested items from back market than other sites, then that makes sense. I'm willing to pay a premium for that. What I'm seeing here though, is that like something like this, nothing about this seems like it is more premium in any way. This seems like exactly the kind of stuff that I would get by buying refurbished from Walmart or Amazon or even GameStop. So that's my concern. Okay, so I was able to set the Xbox up and unfortunately we didn't get it on camera, but it actually told me that I have 2 years of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate included. I just activated it and it is on the account. Oh yeah, there we go, perfect. See, this Xbox console comes with 24-month Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Which, hang on, how much is that worth?
Over $400.
Okay, cool. I have no idea why it came with this, but sweet. Okay, but hang on, but before we get too excited, even though that was a really, really good thing to have included, let's actually load up a disc and see if it actually works.
Who cares about the disc? You got 24 months of Game Pass.
Yeah, exactly. Who needs to play games? No, let's see if this thing actually works. I hear disc noises.
I think you gotta go to the home screen. Oh, no.
Hey! Why is it black? Hey!
Ooh. Minecraft music.
Look at that!
Go slap a tree.
Let's celebrate! Oh god, I don't know any of the controls for this. Okay, well, things back on the up. See, look at this. We're going on a journey together. There's the ups and the downs and the ups, and hopefully lots more ups after this. Ups, ups, ups. All right, we've got ourselves the N64 and the Game Boy. We'll find that one out in just a second. Okay, so this was in good condition. Actually, these both are. And I'm sure that they will be good. And I'm sure that we will have no problems whatsoever.
How much did you pay for that?
$140, which is actually roughly equivalent. We were looking it up. It's roughly equivalent to DK Oldies pricing. I would say this seems like it's in pretty good shape. A little scuffed, but not too bad. Importantly, we also do have a first-party controller, something that DK Oldies typically upcharges you for. Now, the thing is, I don't know exactly what they had to do to refurbish this, but there's no warranty sticker anywhere. There's nothing else. It just seems like a very clean, straightforward N64. Let's give it a try, shall we? Oh, wait, what? What? Well, okay. Hey!
Nice.
Okay.
What game are you playing?
Cruising USA.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
buddy.
is it glitch? Oh wait, it's glitching. Let me restart it again.
Try the other game. We can't discount the fact that it might just be the game.
Okay, well this, I will immediately say, is not crashed on me at all, so. Well, okay, I will say the N64 does seem to be working, so maybe we actually were just having a Cruising USA issue. Okay, so this is fine. Why don't we take a look at our Game Boy? What could go wrong? Now, I actually did a video on a Play It Loud Game Boy just like this back in 2010, 2011.
Before a fire or after fire?
That's years before fire. That's long hair, Austin.
Ooh.
No.
Hey guys, this is Austin.
Hey guys, this is Austin, and today I'm here with a review of the original Game Boy.
Now the Gremlins are doing their thing. I purchased this in good condition for $100. The Game Boy that I bought for that video, I bought for $5 back in the day.
You're old.
Look at the screen. Look how scratched and scuffed the screen is. Even like, it's clear plastic and it's like already scuffed. I mean, that at the very least needs a new screen lens. At the very least. Do you guys see how bad that is?
It's almost as bad as when old man McClary had to close down the general store.
It's definitely been well used. The thing is though, is that like, look the boy is rubbed off. It's game Y.
Could have said literally anything else.
Okay, now I look at it head on. The screen is so scratched. So it depends on the way you look at it. But like, so there's a big scratch along here and there's a lot of scratches like literally in the top left where all your text fields would be. Now, If you're not familiar with using a DMG, this screen is truly awful. Like, just look at how smeary the entire image is. Especially for something like this. Like, obviously once you get into like a battle, it's fine, but like, it looks like just like poo. I mean, it works. I will give them, it works. My concern here is that I don't know if this is necessarily good. I would say it's more acceptable, mostly because of the scratches on the screen. Next up, let's take a look at what I believe is our iPhone refurbished. So this is a fair condition iPhone 12 that comes to us at the low price of $381, which is certainly more expensive than you would expect for a iPhone 12, but fresh battery is not nothing. Some fairly deep scratches on the screen. Well, actually, no, I take that back. They look deep. I actually can't feel them, but certainly noticeable scratches. Some chips along the edge. In fact, actually quite a bad one there. Looks like someone did not wear a case on this. Oh, and there's also some scratches around the camera lens. But fair condition, I actually think, is a pretty good way to describe this one. This actually is maybe a little nicer than fair. So I finished setting up the phone. I haven't really seen any red flags. The screen seems like it's in good shape. Face ID works and whatnot. But what I do want to do is check the battery health, which is here. And battery health, 100%. Boom. Okay. So I will just believe them that there's a fresh battery, because especially with an iPhone 12, there's no way that if this was not replaced, you would be anywhere close to 100% at this point. And this is a test of the camera on the iPhone 12, which I would say still holds up pretty well today. I'm kind of a fan of this. I mean, yeah, we did pay $381, but considering that this is, what, half the price, even a little less than it was new, I don't love the condition. I would probably have spent a little bit more in hindsight to get a slightly better than fair, but even fair, I think, is a pretty good way to describe it. Some minor nicks and scratches. The screen's a little scuffed, but that's minor enough that I can kind of get away with it for that kind of price. And importantly, while it's more expensive than a standard iPhone 12 refurbished, you got a brand new battery. And without a brand new battery, a phone like this is not going to last very long. But I think the standard iPhone 12 with the 60 Hz display and the new battery should be pretty solid. Would like to move on to our next item, which should pair nicely with our brand new refurbished iPhone 12, which are a pair of Ear Juice 9000s.
Oh, these are refurbished?
What's up?
These are refurbished?
Willy.
I regret telling you guys that the shoe was today. I should have just not told you, and it would have been much quieter.
He pays us
Yeah!
to sit here for hours on end.
On a Saturday.
Yeah, at like
It's
5
Christmas
p.m.
right now.
So these should be our AirPods that have been refurbished. So AirPods 3rd gen with the MagSafe charging case, which cost $125 for used AirPods.
That
Right.
doesn't sound great.
Well, would it sound better if I told you that they're not the new AirPods, but they're the AirPods 3, which are the base model that you could probably find on sale for like not that much.
So brand new
Yep.
at Best Buy right now.
Yep.
$150.
So I say $20 by getting them pre-broken in. This is supposed to have a glossy case. It's matte because I think they took like a magic eraser or something and like sanded the whole thing down to get rid of the scuffs. Let's open them up and see. Okay, they immediately fire up. In fact, our iPhone should start to see them for pairing, and yes, they do. Okay, so we'll go ahead and connect them. Oh, I hear the spatial. Yeah, I hear the spatial already. Yo, okay, so you know what? I mean, okay, I still think the value proposition's a little tricky with these, just because you could buy new ones that have never been inside someone's ear holes before for a little bit more money. That being said, these AirPods 3s are actually legit. Like, I'm impressed. I actually had quite low expectations because I always think AirPods are kind of whatever, but like, those are pretty good. So I guess what's the setup with this back market sort of overall experience? As with all refurbished items, it's a little bit up to the luck of the draw. I would say our phone was fine. I would say the AirPods are also pretty good. Some of the other items, Surface, not so fine, but back market actually did a pretty good job. Like, honestly, I do think, especially considering you've got the warranty and the return policy and everything, you are getting something that's a cut above most normal sort of Amazon, Walmart, GameStop refurbished kind of things. Took a little bit of a journey to get here, but as long as you're patient and are willing to take advantage of that return policy, if you get something that's really scuffed, I'd give them a good rating. Good job, back market. Change your name though. Sounds too sus.